I'm here with Wayne.
Yes.
And who has some really interesting stories to tell.
Well, I've had this fear of women, like on the street, coming at me and walking behind me, clicking with their heels. And it's filled me with fear and then aggression before. And I took the courage and brought it up and wanted to do some work with my group, or that they would intend me to be more free from this illogical problem. And well, I felt a very warm and a very sort of uplifting sensation as they were working on me. And then I've noticed it got worse in the evening. I could notice women were like, oh no, they're close to me. But then in the morning, I was having another interpretation of women like coming, and bumping into me or coming close to me from behind. I was noticing that, oh, she's stressed and feeling like humorous about it or laughing about it, or noticing that a woman, oh, she might be afraid, just immediately having a new type of interpretation on this.
Wonderful. And you think it was the power of the group?
I think this really accelerated something in me that is going to free me from this. It's not over yet, but I could really feel a boost in that direction.
So this was just a 5-minute intention. The group all held an intention for Wayne and just powered up together, holding each other's hands and going through my Powering Up program, which is just a highly focused mind and heart state. And incredible things happen. Yvette, hi. Tell us your story, Yvette.
Well, I had this car accident for about 10 years ago, and I broke, among other things, I broke my back on several places, and then my big muscles ripped here and there, so I have a lot of scar tissue, and it brings pain all the time. So I have pain in my back from the head till the down. So I want to get rid of it, of course. So I volunteered yesterday in a group. It was the group participation is very exciting. It's like a whole bunch of people, strange people, who fill you with love and energy, and it's like you don't feel yourself anymore. You feel part of the other. It's like a big group of people who are feeling one. Mm-hmm. So that's the feeling you want to feel all the day, to be honest. But it was getting rid of my pain, and that was my wish. And yesterday it got worse all the time. It gets so worse I couldn't bend my head. And after that it went away, and I was very hyper energetic. So I could jump and sing and do all stuff. And this morning it was all coming back again. So it was the same pain as usual, but this morning in my car I had this insight, and I think that is what it brought me. That for the first time I get the knowledge that I was fighting against it for the whole 10 years. I didn't want to get into the pain and the anger and tears. I didn't want to know them. I just focused on what it brought me. So
yes.
You understand what I said?
Yes, yes. So now you understand that maybe this is a process and that you have to learn. And as I say, I don't think group intention is, instant healing. But what I think it is that sense of being incredibly supported by, in many cases, just strangers. And it's the kind of unconditional love we just don't normally have in our lives.
I had, since October, I sprained my ankle, and I have, my arm hurts. And I was wondering why this is going on, and thought I would also do the healing. So when I felt people putting their hands on me, I thought, oh, this is really nice, it's very warm. And I thought, maybe I'll join them, because after all it is me. So I first became in a receptive mode, and then felt the energy coming in, and I decided to be the 11th person to join in the group of the 10 others, and then I felt my energy being part of a whole energy. And the intention was that my joints be painless and supple. And the word strong came in to me, just all of a sudden, strong and strong. I thought, yeah, that's the word. And when it was over with, one of the persons, I asked everyone how it was, and they said, one of the persons said she felt me to be very fragile. And I said, yeah, like it's as if I'm afraid to just feel safe being myself. And so in the evening, one of the participants had proposed I stay at her house. And I called the hostel where I was supposed to stay to say that I wouldn't be staying. And I said, is that a problem? And they said, no, but as long as you're safe, as long as we know you're safe, it's okay. So I thought that was pretty amazing.
That is amazing,
Yeah.
isn't it?
And so this idea of strength, I imagine my daughter, who looks a lot like me, but she's very strong. She has strong muscles, strong bones. And so I imagine having this kind of strength, same kind of strength.
And that giving you strength and giving you healing as well. That sense of being strong and not fragile.
Exactly.
Is a really important element to it.
Exactly.
I mean, sometimes these groups and the energy of the group just brings about an insight. It's not necessarily a physical change, and some people feel worse for a while, but they do seem to be in some way transformed. So thank you very much for your story.